So before us here is the incredible oca. As you can see how big that plant has become. Now I sent off and received 2 tubers only. Planted them a good few months ago and this is the result. It's just currently the 2nd week in November. So it's going to be very exciting to see what is within this container. Now as you can see, the oca leaves are thriving. You can actually eat them, and apparently when you do, they really quench your thirst. So in hot weather, an oca leaf will really satisfy you. Lots of new shoots growing up, so that's a good indication that we've got some good tubers all within this. Now when do we dig up and see what's within the oca? The telling sign is when the leaves react to the frost. You have to wait for the frosty months before you can harvest the tubers inside. As you can see, the frost has really set in now. So it's very early in the morning and it's just the end of the 1st week of December and the ocas are ready to harvest. As you can see, with the frost now here in early December, winter time, the leaves have finished, which is a great time and a great indication to now harvest the ocas. So let's have a look what we have. Always recommended to use a fork when digging out tubers, potatoes, ocas, sweet potatoes, things like that, because the fork will hopefully go between the tubers, as you can see here, and it'll help dig it out, whereas a spade you've got a little bit more chance of hitting them. So if I remove this now and see what we have, that's a good sign. In my first dig I can see this beautiful red tuber formed, so hopefully there's going to be lots within this area. Okay, so I've harvested what I think is the majority of the ocas, and I count about 30 here. This is my first season of ever trying them, and I'm really impressed. When I first put them in, I only planted 2 tubers, so from 2 it's gained to 30. So what a return. And to be honest, where I have positioned them, it hadn't been in the fullest of sun. So I think this is a really fun and productive crop to grow. What I like about the oca is that you don't have to crop rotate it. It's related not to the potato or any other brassicas or anything like that. It could be classed similar to the Jerusalem artichoke, but you won't have to crop rotate this oca. Isn't that fantastic? So taste wise, it says online it's got a hint of a little bit of lemon as you cook them. So what I'm thinking, imagine using them, boiling them up and then maybe roasting them with some thyme. Wouldn't that be a wonderful flavour? So I'm going to save this crop now for next season and really give it a good go down the allotment, because I think we're going to have a wonderful abundance of harvest. But I can say, for my first trial, and my whole purpose of this season was to gather enough ocas so I can plant again next season, it's a complete success. But there you go. Before you, I recommend the wonderful oca. Out of 2 ocas, I've got all of this before us. Isn't that wonderful? We have over 30 ocas, and size wise you can see they're round about the similar size to onion potatoes. Now what I've read up about the oca is that there's different ways you can eat them. You can actually eat them raw with the skin in salads, thinly sliced, and they'll have that lemony taste, or if you like, you can roast them. Here's a little oca that we're going to sample. I'm just going to give it a wash. Okay, what lovely colours. Sort of pinky and red. Okay, so I'm just going to try it raw. Just going to cut a little piece off of it like so. You can have the skin as well. Let's try this. Oh, very fresh. Wow. It's hard to describe. It's a very fresh flavour, like a root vegetable. Maybe a mildy, radishy taste, but no real fire behind it, no kick. But it does have a slight tinge of lemon. So that's excellent that you have the multiple use of eating them raw or cooked. Let us now cook this one up and see what the flavour tastes just slightly boiled. There's the okra simmering away. We'll just keep checking it so it's not going to go too soft. So I've boiled the okra and it's soft now like the potato when you boiled that. And have a look at it compared to the raw, the difference. So it's the pinky reddy tinge has come away. Let's have it neat. Taste wise, it's soft as you would expect from boiling. It tastes like the onion potato, if you know what that tastes like, and with a slight hint of lemon. I really like that. Fantastic. So that's really a success. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and that you're inspired to try out the wonderful okra. Treat it like a potato. When storing it, keep it in a cool, dry place in a paper bag over winter, and then chit it come the new year, and then get it planted out, and then come the end of the year, as it's December now, you will have a wonderful, wonderful harvest. So, until next time, have an okra day!